let me tell you the purpose of this particular video. Not to show you my crazy hair. Donald Trump too. No. It's to show you what a Chinese city is like at night time.
Going in various different areas to make myself reasonably vulnerable from any would-be troublemaker, or whatever you want to call them, thugs, thieves, muggers, whatever. Are there any bad people? Well, of course there's bad people in China. There's bad people in every country. And one thing you must remember is I am a foreigner. So therefore I attract attention as would any foreigner in a Western country. This area that I'm in at the moment is outdoors, a shopping precinct area that's brand new, and the shops are not trading, they're just empty units at the moment. So this is an ideal spot for unemployed teenagers to hang around and mug any would-be suspect walking along on his own at night, especially a foreigner. So that is the whole purpose of this video, to see what this city is like late at night. And I believe this does replicate most cities in China. I'm not trying also to promote China and say, oh, look how wonderful it is. This is actually quite it's a bit of a test to see what China is like, and to show you what China is like. Because a lot of foreigners do say, oh,
China's safe, China is safe. So, let's see if it is safe at night time. On that note, would I do the same video in the UK? Would I do the same video in the UK? 100% no. The phone would get stolen. We know that, especially if I did it in London. Especially London. So no, I wouldn't do that. This is this is just to see what China's like. Now, I've been here many years. Now, is this guy going to take my phone? Is he going to take my phone? Quick, panic! Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, there we go. Oh, I live another day.
let's have a look, see how many of these bikes have padlocks. No padlock. No padlock. No padlock. Ah, that little one's got one in the middle. Here's a mountain bike. Yep, padlocked. No padlock. Padlock. No padlock. No padlock. No padlock. And a crash helmet. Pretty dark and dingy stairway. Nice bike. No padlock. Maybe it's got a disc lock. So these are the bikes that I've just walked past. Some of them are not padlocked, some of them have crash helmets on them, but they're not being stolen. They seem pretty safe. I don't know why I'm making a video, it does attract attention. I'm just looking to see where that may go. Oh wait. Now the guy in the red shirt has actually been following me for some time. Just decided to turn around. Right, okay, now I'm going down a dark and dingy alleyway. As I said in my previous, as I've said, I'm not out looking for trouble. I certainly don't want any conflict with anyone. I'm just showing you, the viewer, what China's like. Obviously, in these situations. Look at that. Okay, you can't see, but I'm going to show you how skinny this is. Look at this alleyway. I would not do this in England. This is dark and dingy. Street lights now. And the guy with the shirt has just walked past. I'm going to walk out of here backwards. I don't want him to steal the camera. Right, so there's a guy in an orange shirt. He was following me back there and now he's in front of me. So I'm following him, and although this may look illuminated, I can assure you this is quite dark. There he is. That guy there. Right. So now he's stopped. He knows I'm behind him. So in a Western country, this would be time to run. Well, maybe consider taking a different route. Right, now he's out in the light and he's just looking back, so I'm going to follow him. This is not something I would advise any of you viewers to do. Like I said, I'm simply doing this to see. Right now, that man has gone into either a sidewalk or a building or a shop. I don't know. So, let's see. Right, he's gone into a little shop. I'm hoping the microphone is working okay. Yeah. And there he goes. Back past me, and he has a good look at the camera. So, interesting. Maybe he went a long way to get some cigarettes. Yeah. I'm going to do less talking at the moment, just walk and let you see what I can see from behind. Show you where I'm going. I'm not using, by the way, I'm not using my gimbal. Reason being, the gimbal's quite an attractive looking item, and that alone may make someone. Okay, so here we have a few youths, not particularly old. Hello. Probably about 15 years old. I think back in the UK I would have got some abuse, or at least some comments shouted at me there. And you know, where are you going? Who are you? Whatever. Just stuff to instigate a conversation, instigate something with a follow-up. And when you get older, you just don't feel safe. Actually, I'm at the age where you shouldn't feel safe, but I can still do a marathon, and yeah, running's a good thing for self-defense if you can get away. And I suppose confidence is the other. Oh, I don't know if this guy is security, wearing a combat t-shirt. He's probably my age, maybe a few years younger. But the way I walk may deter him. I don't know. Just to give you the viewer a rough idea of my build, I am 5'10" in height, about 12 stone in weight. Yeah, so in English terms, I'm actually quite a middle of the road or even a small guy. When I go back to England, wow, Westerners are tall now, didn't used to be. Many foreigners put up videos onto their YouTube channels, say, oh, China is a great place, China is a safe place, oh, I never felt safer than in China, oh, and some they say the only fear they have is from the police. People knocking at their door, or police officers knocking at the door, police dressed in normal civilian clothes, plainclothes officers, always keeping tabs on them, and maybe they feel a bit threatened from that, I'm not sure. I used to work in the security industry, and you do tend to, I don't know, you do tend to categorize people. If they're afraid of security and police, usually it's for a reason. That reason is either they have been victimized, or they know a few bad coppers or bad security, or they are bad themselves and always trying to avoid them. Remember, wherever you live, the local police officers, even in your town, will tend to know the troublemakers, the criminals. And when you live in the criminal world, they all know the troublemakers also. Body language is a very big aspect that criminals or the undesirables tend to highlight, give away. But the people who will recognize the body language will be in those in the security industry, in the police, maybe the military, and of course other criminals themselves. There are some telltale signs that bad people give away. There's also some telltale signs that the vulnerable will give away. The average Joe, the average person, man or woman, will tend to be looking around at the interesting things, will tend to be glancing at their phones, talking on their phones, talking to the family, rather touristy. And I'm going to have to do a little run across. Right, I'm pretty much in the centre of this city now. I'm going to go off the main street now, down another back street. Like I said earlier, I'm not using my gimbal, so I can't press a button and have the phone turn round. Yeah, even making this video, my phone and the selfie stick is attracting a great deal of attention, but it's just a basic selfie stick and an extension microphone. I've got a Xiaomi 10 phone, that's a very expensive good phone, but I didn't want to use the JDI gimbal, I think that looks quite attractive and will attract more attention. So as much as I say China is safe, because of what I'm doing tonight, I don't particularly want to attract too much attention. And yeah, JDI gimbal does look a good piece of kit. Would hate to lose that. It's shorter than this selfie stick. Look at that. So I certainly couldn't get a good view of myself. And that's probably good for you, the viewer. Now here's one of the things that makes China safe. This little police box. You probably can't walk a mile in any direction without seeing one of those. Now I know for a fact that some people will say, oh, that's an invasion of some kind of privacy. You know, don't forget the freedom of speech also means some people want the freedom just to be abusive. I've got a right to be abusive, it's freedom. Well, I've got a right not to listen, so piss off. Hairdressers are still open. Hairdressers are not always just hairdressers. Although it's quite late. Again, would you feel safe walking down a side street like this, reasonably dark, tall, old apartment in your own country? Even if you're a local and it's your own area, then I hear a bike. He doesn't look threatening, but he's of the age where he could just grab the phone and ride away. And I'm at the age where I could just run after him and not catch him. So I'm purposely looking for dark and dingy places. Hey, look, there's a stairway there. Not a stairway to heaven, maybe. The buildings on my left and right, well, left, I'm not using the gimbal, so the selfie stick would think that's my right. The gimbals are, the buildings on either side are 8 floors high. Now there's a general thing in China where any buildings 8 floors or lower do not have lifts, elevators. So it's quite a high way to walk up, a lot of stairs to walk up. Anything above that and they will install lifts. Now that is dark. See behind me. I would never consider walking down there in a foreign country, never, even if I lived there. So, let's try. So I'm going to show you the camera. I'm going to press the buttons and turn it around so I can see where I'm going.
Right, so the torch is on. I don't live here, so I don't know what's going to be down here. These these doors, left and right, are for storage, the people who live in the apartments above. Okay, so there's a bottle of something. No electricity down here at all. So if you lived here, you certainly would have to come down and check your storage compartments with a torch. They all have padlocks on, pretty secure. I'm going to do an about turn, there we go. That is not a security camera, I do wish it was. And here, it comes to the end. So, let's turn around. Now I'll put it on selfie.
And wanted to see what was down here. I'm coming out into the street light. Soon, there we go. Now this bit's illuminated. It's quite late at night and I just wanted to see what it's like. If there were people down there, I probably wouldn't have gone down there, to be honest. It's a really, really good camera that I'm using, but it's so good, it's actually making me look reasonably unattractive. So I can only apologise for technology for that. Because I am attractive. Bicycles and motorcycles, e-bikes, all parked here on my side. I'm not seeing anyone tampering with them, trying to steal them. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I saw several people pickpocketing. In fact, everyone that I did see, I intervened and the people didn't have their items stolen. I was advised by many never to intervene. Maybe it's just a Westerner's culture, attitude. It's hard to watch someone have their purse stolen and just stand there and see it happen. The thief in China tends to think that they will get away with it, and they also want no confrontation. They're not ready for a confrontation. If they're stealing a bike or someone's purse and they get caught, they will drop it immediately and run. In fact, some even drop it and stand still and say, "What? You've got your item back? No theft has taken place." So the guy in front of me at the moment is, from the back, I would guess he's about 26, 28 years old. Physically fit, without a doubt. Good long stride. Dressed all in black. Maybe he works out and has just come from the gym. Generally, people who go to the gym, I would say worldwide, tend to be pretty good people. So if they've got any frustrations or anger, they take it out on the equipment in the gym and not take it out on people in the street. If they don't, then they're likely to cause a lot of harm and injury to someone. But, hey, 你们好. Hey. Oh, it's okay. No. Friend. Maybe I should have gone over and had a drink, but maybe I should have gone back there and had a drink with that guy. Extremely friendly, but they drink a lot of rice wine. It burns your stomach. Well, I can't handle it. I know there's a chap called, can I put his face up here? Guelo 60. He likes it. Hello Guelo 60, we've never met, but I've watched your videos. And you're on the verge of being an alcoholic. I'm joking. Anyway, gone midnight. I've got about 6.5 miles to walk. I'm going to pass several parks, large parks. Some of them are illuminated, some of them are not. Now I know my daughters would probably say, well, why would you want to? Why? Why do you need to put yourself in that situation? Why? Dad, just stay at home. When it gets late, don't go out. It's not safe. Why would you want to put yourself... And I think that's the point I'm making about this video. It's not so much why would you want to put yourself in danger, because no one wants to. I don't want to put myself in danger here. But I want to be able to have the freedom to walk where I want, but legally, anytime, day or night. People go on about freedom of speech, freedom of speech. I think in many respects we've always had freedom of speech, but we haven't had the freedom to go where we want because our streets are not safe. And for me, that kind of freedom is much greater than me having the freedom to say to someone, oh, I'm conservative, oh, I'm Labour, I'm Liberal, I'm Democrat, I'm anti this, and that kind of freedom, you've always had that in your homes. You occasionally have it out on the street. You just, if you want to say something bad, then say it and accept the consequences. But the freedom to walk anywhere you want, that is a much greater freedom. The freedom of feeling safe is 100 times better than having the freedom to say a bad word to another person. So here's 4 guys walking towards me, one with his vest up, showing his belly. It is the safest country I have ever visited in all my life. Safer than Denmark. I'm just going to film this dog. Anyhow. Hello. Look at you. Wow. Look at you, lovely mate. How old are you? Ooh, you like that? Beautiful. Can't help it.